I feel like high school was just a lot of sports, a lot of hanging with friends, and
Yeah.
like getting my work done. And then, once 10th, 11th grade came around, really buckling down on grades and stuff for college. So I can't say I
Hmm.
would have changed anything. Maybe the one thing is uh, taking art. Like we only had one art class, and maybe
Hmm.
taking it more seriously or being more invested in it. I just didn't have the like desire to want to learn more and want to gain more out of that class because it was a super
Yeah.
open class. It or the earlier years, some was like this is a like a pottery studio, or this is like um, painting, or like oil painting or something. Whereas later it was pretty open and you could do whatever. And it would have been nice, I think, to take more advantage of that. But I didn't have that interest at the
Right.
time.
Exactly. And hindsight is 2020 with that. I mean, obviously at the time you may not have known what your life would turn into down the road. So now looking back, maybe that would have been beneficial to you. But I get that. It's not something that maybe at the time you would have even been able to fully, appreciate. But that makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, you're somebody who's always really handled your business, and I know you really enjoyed your life. So I kind of expected that answer from you, but I still had to ask to see if there would be anything different at all. Okay, so just moving on a little bit from that one, then, is there anything? It kind of goes hand in hand with that one, and it might be the same answer. But in terms of like your time management and what you spent your time doing in high school, is there anything that you wish you would have given more time to? And obviously, the art is one thing. Maybe if you could have, had the foresight to know that you'd be, a creator one day. Is there anything else that maybe you wish you would have done more of? Like, for example, like just to give you an example, like personally in high school, I wish I would have actually studied more. Like, I wish I would have tried to learn more. Maybe like use the resources I had at my fingertips more, like actually go to a library and read things. Because now that we're in our mid 20s, we talk about this all the time. I love learning new things. I feel like my new, mission in life is kind of be a student of life and just learn as much as I can. In high school, I just wanted to, go to school, hang out with my friends, and then hoop after school, and that was all that mattered at all. So one thing, like obviously, wish I
Yeah.
could have learned more. Wish I would have taken care of my body more, spent more time in the weight room, things like that. Is there anything that you wish you would have done more while you were in high school?
I think it's going to be, I don't do it that much now. I do it more than in high school, but I feel like I wish I would have appreciated the, like my English class and literature more.
Okay.
And because it's something like, I'm not sure if I'm going to sit down and read like The Great Gatsby again or something,
Right. So
but
do you mean like what the content was? Like you wish you would have maybe immersed yourself a little bit more in the stuff they wanted you to read. Is that what you're saying?
yeah, it's because like a
Okay.
lot of it, I mean, a lot of it, I was like half in it. I was reading
Yeah,
because I had to, but I wasn't fully
exactly.
like in it. I wasn't understanding it. I was spark noting it to understand, like, all
Oh,
right, I
Spark
can read
Notes.
one page to understand this 50 pages.
Yeah, yeah.
And, but I think that kind of hurt me though now. Like, well, I never had an interest in reading. And I think that also hurt me growing up too, because I'm a very slow reader and I enjoy it more now. I'm not like reading all these books, but it is something I enjoy. But I
Yeah.
feel like then later in high school and then beginning of college, there's some things I just kind of struggled with. Like I just you had to read a lot. And it's like,
A
this is going to
lot.
take me forever because I'm a slow reader because I never
Yeah,
did it. And like we read these great books and I don't know. I just wish I was more into it. It's kind of like the
yeah.
similar with art class and whatnot. I just didn't have this desire or interest at all.